All right, y'all. Let's see how the day's gonna go. We're gonna play some what's it called? Why is it saying I'm offline? Oh, because there was a network error. Okay. Manage stream. All right, we're there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna go race at Bahrain for a little bit. We're gonna see what happens there. I am very happy to be back streaming. I had a little bit of a bit with norovirus and then the flu. So I wasn't able to stream for over a week. This is my third stream of the year where we're going to be hanging out, talking about a bunch of stuff and things, plenty of stuff and things to talk about, and to think about plenty of things that I'd like to do over the next few weeks. I am not 100% sure what the problem with the F1 game is. So I am planning on getting Madden a little later today. Um, Probably playing it for a bit. Madden 26. When it's on sale at $40, it's okay. I mean, I know I could wait for the Super Bowl to get it on Game Pass, but I don't know. I really don't know. All right, alongside me today is former Formula One World Driver Champion Nico. All right, a little bit of extra. Let's start the race. I should be able to do really well in this race, just simply due to the fact that this is a good racetrack for me. I did lower the difficulty from 75 down to about 40 or 30 because on 75 I finished literally last in my last race that I didn't stream, which was a test just to see how it would go. It went very, very poorly and I hated it. So I was like, yeah, that's more of a difficulty for if you're running with perhaps a wheel, not a controller. Um, I unfortunately don't own a wheel, nor do I know where I would put the wheel because I can't really install it on my desk without needing to get a second desk. Honestly, the other day I thought I was going to need a third monitor, simply because I was writing a schedule for a very big event, and while I was doing that, I also had to be sending emails to the people I was involved in while also looking at the submissions for the event, and it was a whole thing. And I ended up using the laptop to help with it, which was fine. Um, but aside from that, okay, I can probably up the difficulty a little bit as we have a 5 second lead here. So not what I was looking for, but we can actually work towards getting a 99 overall in terms of the driver career rating, which is a achievement on Xbox, and earning achievements on Xbox makes me happy because it gives my gamer score up, and I like when numbers go up. Wait a minute. I think I have enough Microsoft Rewards points to redeem a Microsoft gift card. So I'm going to have to check that when I'm done with this because if I do, I'll have exactly enough to do Madden, and I won't need to go ahead and buy, and won't need to make sure that I get another cameo before I buy it. Um, that way I can use it in funds that weren't from just regular funds, and we can work on the velocity of money and see how that goes. Remember, the velocity of money is important, and that's why you should support your local economy and everything. Supporting your local economy allows money to move through it faster and keep moving through it. Let's say hypothetically I go to a Tim Hortons. That Tim Hortons money is going to go who knows where. If I go to the local coffee shop that only has 2 or 3 locations or one location, that local coffee shop, that money is going to go into the register, then into their bank account, and then into one of their employees' paychecks, and then that employee is going to spend it somewhere. Uh, it's also why tipping culture in the United States means that even when you support like a big corporate chain restaurant, you are, I mean, yes, no matter what, you are supporting the local economy, but you're supporting it more with a place that takes tips because those people who get tips will pay more, will use that money for more. Oh, great! A Discord server I'm in is literally going ahead and telling people that they're giving away Ariana Grande tickets. There is absolutely no need for Ariana Grande. Well, they're scams. I hate it when they're scams, but they are. And a lot of scams happen like this, and it's no fun. And I don't love that, but people will fall for it in Discord, Twitch, YouTube, email, phishing scams. You can make so much money on phishing scams, and it's ridiculous that people still fall for it. But the problem is that they know the psychological tricks to try to get people like giving away. All you need to do is do X, and it's give away all your. I don't know if y'all remember the Futurama. Oh, I completed a goal. Which one? You in a better position than your teammate. Receiver than Turner Carter Green. Oh, nice. Complete over, earn over 5 points in a championship weekend. I will earn 5 points. I'm going to win unless I get disqualified. But I think I have it to the point where disqualification is basically impossible. But I don't know. I don't actually know. Do I want to go? Where would it come out if I hit it now? Fourth. Yeah, this is way too easy. We're probably going to end up lapping the field, and I can go pretty hot, pretty long on these tires. So 2 extra laps of fuel. I don't know how I feel about 2 extra laps of fuel, but that's what I went with. All right. Oh, Ever Evie, thank you for following me 6 days ago. Appreciate that. Um, Thank you for following. Always love when I get the new followers. One of the streamers I know, every time they get a new follower, they add rice to a sushi, and every time they get a new subscriber, they add something else to the sushi, and it's pretty cool. Um, the only thing is, I don't know how safe it is to have rice like that. And they're actually a pretty decent sized streamer. Average like 10 to 12 views per day per stream. Stream about once a week. Do Warhammer streams. Warhammer is a really cool stream. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 24 and 2/10 seconds, meaning he's in third. George Russell's in third. I also crashed George Russell last race, which was not fun, but I did it, and it wasn't cool, but it is what it is. I think what I might do is drop this down to a lower to 5 races, or to 5 lap races, so that I can just go out there, bust out some wins in a championship. I love championship wins; they make me happy. I have the achievement for the Constructors' Championship and the achievement for the Drivers. So that's really good. That made me feel really good when I got those last year. But yeah, at this point, we're just driving around, and it's not the greatest. So we are going to lower the race length, so that we can actually just go out there, win the race real quick, and have fun. Or I'll just start last on every race and see how long it takes me to get up to first. That could be a fun thing too. What else is happening? Not really. Not much else is happening right now in life for me. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow, but it's a 6 month cleaning plus checking to see what we can do about the teeth that got pulled. And my mouth feels a lot better now since they got pulled. Um, I don't think I'll have too much plaque on the teeth, but I definitely will have some. Obviously, no, just because of the idea that you just build it up, but also because for about a week and a half, or yeah, probably about a week and a half, it just hurt too much to brush my teeth after the teeth came out, which genuinely sucked. Um, because like I was trying to make it feel clean, but no, it either hurt or it would make it re-bleed. I got dry socket. It sucked. I got dry socket on the lower right hand wisdom tooth. Thankfully, we don't have to do anything to like fix that. We don't have to put a new tooth in or anything. But they came in. Um, the bottom teeth came in on their sides. It was horrible. It was genuinely horrible, and I was not liking that. The reason it was horrible was because they had to go in and to cut my gums open, get the tooth out, and rip it. And unfortunately, the one on the right hurt bad, like really bad. And during the, they actually had to give me more numbing, like 3 or 4 extra shots of numbing, which sucked because it was I think lidocaine epinephrine. Um, no, it couldn't have been lidocaine epinephrine. It was just probably just lidocaine or septicaine because lidocaine epinephrine I would have had too much. There's a limit to the amount you can have because of the epinephrine. Um, and like that's good because you don't want to overdose on epinephrine that could stop your heart or cause you to go into sudden cardiac death, which you don't want. Dying of a sudden cardiac death sucks. What else is going on here? I am also my semester starts in nine days. It starts on Tuesday, which is going to be fun. Um, the reason it starts on Tuesday. Hello, Edward is the best word. That's a nice username. I like that. Um, my semester for my last semester, well, what should be my last semester of grad school starts Tuesday. And the reason it starts on Tuesday is because Martin Luther King Day is Monday. So obviously that's a federal holiday. We've had that for a long time. I don't think Trump's done anything to change that. And I know my school wouldn't. But with all of that, it's pretty cool to just know that my final semester of grad school is starting. And once I finish that, I'm going to look for like a regular job. I'm still going to do social media, still going to do streaming, still going to do the Cameo, still going to do the YouTube, still going to do the TikTok, but it might be a little bit less. I have a major event coming up in what? Computer, how many days until April 17th?
Friday, April 17th, 2026 is in 95 days.
In 95 days, I have a major event coming up that I'm helping run at school, and that's going to be great. I'm super excited about it. It's a big convention, lots of guests and everything. We just uploaded a YouTube video for our YouTube channel, which is great. Probably going to try to upload something to Instagram soon. My friends and I plan on filming a promo video soon for it, which is going to go on the club's channel, not mine, which is fine. Absolutely love that. I got Adobe Premiere Pro recently, half off on Black Friday sale, and I am kind of learning how to use it, and it's been really cool. Been helping me with like video cuts and editing and stuff. Now, obviously, a lot of my videos are just sitting here talking to a camera. Sports predictions video, super easy, sitting here talking to a camera. Analytics video, sitting here talking to the camera. I talk about the Mariners. I talk about the baseball. I don't want to talk about last night's game between the Patriots and the Chargers because that was a weird game. The defensive play was really good, but I did not love what I saw from Justin Herbert. I genuinely didn't love it. Eagles kind of expected them to lose to the Niners because they won a Super Bowl last year, but Jalen Hurts ain't great. And then after that, or before that, we had the Bills Jags game. Bills, man, they pulled it off. 27-24, got an interception on the last play of the game, and obviously that sealed the deal. Bills went, kneeled it out, really good. Love to see that. Love to see the Bills be able to kneel out a playoff win. It was a very physical game, which I figured the Jags were going to be a physical defense. Now, the next team that the Bills play is the Denver Broncos, and then whoever wins tonight between the Steelers and Texans will play the Patriots. The 1 and 2 seed are in there for the AFC, and then 3 of the 4 teams remaining in the NFC are AFC West teams. Tonight it's the Texans at the Steelers, and my expectation is the Steelers win tonight and lose next week in New England, just because of that Aaron Rodgers playoff magic and stuff, and the fact that the Steelers don't have the Packers special teams, so I expect the Steelers to win. And then I expect the week after, I expect the Bills to win over the Broncos in a tight game, and I expect the Patriots to win over either the Texans or the Steelers, but I expect them to win. And then it'll be Buffalo at New England for the AFC title game. And then once we get that done, we'll have a Super Bowl, which truthfully, I think it could. I think we're looking at Bills for the Super Bowl. I know Chris Behrman has been trying to predict that since like 1987, but I genuinely think we could finally see Bills Niners for the Super Bowl, and it would be genuinely exciting, and I would love to see it. And I think the Bills can beat the Niners. Palapatino, oh my God, your car sucks, Palapatino. You're barely even. Oh my God, you're barely going 100 kph in the on the straight. Why are the Alpines so bad? Why? I don't understand why the Alpines are so bad. Fix it. 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 Fix it or else. Fix the Alpines or else Fernando Alonso will be angry. And you don't want to see Fernando Alonso when he's angry. Ooh, Bortoleto. He's a pretty good guy. Remember to box this lap. Keep an eye out for the speed limiter. Make sure you don't speed. Yeah, engineer. I have the assist on with that because I have never in any racing game, and I've been playing racing games since 2002. I have never been able to get the breaking point done as I've destroyed some of the pit wall. I love destroying the pit wall. All right, we got 18 laps here. We went 8. We got 18 laps, and we got 11 to go. 11 to go, 11 to go, 11 to go. See these tires through to the end now. See these tires through to the end. We should end up putting a bunch of people a lap down because we pitted so early. Or well, actually, I believe we were the first. Yeah, we were the first car to make a pit stop because we had over a minute lead over Charles Leclerc and everybody in Victor Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Norris from Martins. We'll see if we can keep it up and who we put a lap down. I'd like to lap the field. I know at Red Bull Ring, Austria, a couple years ago, and I think F123 when they had the achievement to lap the field. I ran a full 100% race and lapped the field there, and it was amazing. All right, Leclerc. Okay, Leclerc is not pitting yet. Russell's 54 seconds behind us in third. And it's that curse of that second Red Bull seat. Second Red Bull seat drivers never do well, you know? All right, I think I know what we're going to do here. We're going to drive and we're going to turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn left in 500 feet. Actually, it's a right turn. It's not a left turn. Imagine if Formula One cars had GPS. Turn right, turn left, immediately turn left, immediately turn right, and go immediately straight. Excuse me. I have completed a lap on a second compound. And so technically that means if I wanted to, I could go back into the pits and go back onto the softs and have a faster tire for the completion of the race. But I don't want to do that because it would cost me like 30 seconds, and I don't want to spend that extra 30 seconds there. And then next race we're going back, we're going down in distance, so that way we can just bust out a whole season and everything. Maybe someday I'll do like full race weekends. Maybe, like I'm talking 100% with the 3 stages of quali and everything. I don't know. I don't know if I'd enjoy that or not. We're about to put somebody a lap down, and it's Copalatino. 18th is going a lap down. 18th, Colapatino. You're going a lap down, a lap down, a lap down. Blue flag, 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 blue flag. Carlos Sainz, blue flag, blue flag. Okay, I guess you don't have to have a blue flag here. But when I get here, now I need blue flag. Why no blue flag? Why you no blue flag? I need the blue flag coming down, and we're putting 16th a lap down. As Sainz is also going to gain a position here because the driver's going into the pits. Blue flag! I said, oh, blue flag. Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag on Alonso. Why no blue flag? Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. I said blue flag, blue flag. Why are you not giving me blue flag? You need to give me blue flag on Portolello. How the hell is he in 10th? We lapped him for 20th. How did he get up to 10th? That must be some sort of strategy nonsense as we come up on Alex Albon and Daddy's boy, Lance Stroll. Hi, Daddy's money. Oh, and we got by Lance Stroll easy, which, you would expect as the race leader. We are about 16 seconds behind second place as the race leader. We should end up lapping the field. Man, I love the Bahrain International Circuit because you can do stuff like that. Blue flag, blue flag, blue, 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 blue flag, blue flag. You need to give me the blue flag. Oh, we're coming up on Lando Norris in fifth, minute 30. So about 2 seconds ahead of us. Jackson is in sixth in the Mercedes. Mercedes is always an interesting team because you always think of them as being really good because of Lewis. Remember, Valtteri won like 7 races for them. Valtteri was really good with them too. He was the number one. He was like the number one, number two driver on the grid. It just sucked that being the number two driver to Lewis Hamilton means you don't look great because Lewis has 103 race wins, 104 race wins. Here we go, coming up on Lando Norris. Lando, 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 Lando Norris, Lando, Lando Norris, Lando, Lando Norris. Oh, Lando Norris, Lando, Lando Norris, Lando, Lando Norris, Lando, Lando Norris, Lando Norris. Now we're coming up on my teammate George Russell in fourth. Should I crash Verstappen in the second Ferrari to put George on to the podium or not? I almost feel like we could do that. Or, well, wait a minute. What if I yeah, no, that's not going to work. I was way too much faster than George. And George is on the hards, too. Charles Leclerc is on the mediums, so I don't know what. No, he boxed for fresh mediums, so I don't know what's going to happen with his tire strategy because they should fall off faster than George's. So there is a chance that he ends up falling out of the top three. There's like genuinely no chance he falls out of the top one or top five, but top three I could see him, and he has basically no chance of passing me. All right, we're up on Verstappen. Verstappen. Maximum Verstappen. Do you hear the fire department singing the song of angry fire department? Oh, you know what? Charles Leclerc, he's 12 seconds up. And the reason he's so far up, genuinely the reason he's so far up, is due to the fact that he's on the mediums. He has a faster tire, and these other tires, the hards are coming into their own. What's their temp right now? Saying my lap times are all over the place. What? Achieve an average lap time of 1:46.398. Okay, I can do that. By a lot. What do you mean my lap times are all over the place? I've lapped the field, other than Leclerc, and I'm gaining about a second a lap on him, so it's a good chance I'll lap him as well, especially as his tires go down in quality. My tires are at what, 59 centigrade on the inside, 108, 105 centigrade, 118, 119 degree engine temp right now. That's actually pretty cool for the Bahrain desert. I'm genuinely surprised at that. Taking a couple second break here to go look at some stuff. You know what else would be a fun stream? A painting stream. We should do a painting stream one day. I don't know. Um, like painting minis and stuff. I think that could be cool. Wow, a 10.98 second gap to the lap time they wanted me to have, as I'm coming up on Leclerc. I should end up having basically the same, achieve an average lap time of 1:46.388. Now the thing is, you actually have to complete all of the laps because if you don't, what ends up happening is um, your last lap is an infinite one, and an infinite means you can't beat the average when it's a finite number. Or you will beat, well, you know what I mean. Infinite is always greater than finite, which is, annoying. I hate the infinite numbers. I hate math. Math is ridiculous. It's annoying, and I don't like it. But like I know we have people who are really good at it, and that's why I hire them to do things for me. Like math. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. All right. What can I do after this? Maybe run a Daytona 500. I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna run a Daytona 500. Oh, I just went purple in the first sector. I just went purple in the first sector, so there's a chance that minus 10.998 or 10.908, it's either 908 or 998, goes up to plus 11. Well, minus 11. There's a real good chance as I was purple in sector 1, yellow in sector 2, so not my fastest, but we're coming up on sector 3. Just slightly worse than my fastest, and it actually was slightly slower than the previous lap. I don't know why it was slightly slower than the previous lap. It just was. So that's what it is as we come up on Charles Leclerc. As it's Martins from Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, and Norris is your top 5 here at the Bahrain International Circuit as I go ahead and say, fuck you, Charles Leclerc, and put him a lap down with 5 to go. 5 to go, 5 to go, 5 to go, 5, 5. There were 5 constipated men in the Bible, in the Bible, in the holy books of Moses. There were 5 constipated men in the Bible, in the Bible, in the holy books of Moses. There were 5 constipated men in the Bible, in the Bible, and the first constipated man in the Bible, his name was Adam. He passed the apple. There were 5 constipated men in the Bible, in the Bible, in the holy books of Moses. And the second constipated man in the Bible, his name was Solomon. He sat for 40 years, and there were 5 constipated men in the Bible. 9/10 of a lap left in this challenge. We're going to go ahead and see if we can beat that lap. Well, obviously I have 2. Well, the average is 10. 30. So if I were 40 seconds faster or slower than the wanted lap time, I would actually still, 34, well, it was 3 laps, so 30 seconds slower than the average lap time, I would still beat the lap time on this lap, which would be pretty cool, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to be about a 136 on this lap. I'm going to guess about a 136, which would still be about 10 seconds faster than the lap time needed. So we're good with that. We're good with that, and we'll be coming up to 3 to go, working lap number 18. And the 15th man in the Bible, there were constipated men in the Bible, in the Bible, in the Bible. I'll read some Chaucer. That would actually be a fun stream, reading Chaucer in modern English. Some standardized English, much like Don Quixote did for Spanish, which is very good. Standardizing a language is very, very good. It allows people to actually communicate. And that's unfortunately something that some people don't necessarily believe in, but obviously language evolves and changes, but you do need standardization and rules and things of that nature in order for the language to actually work. We're coming up on 2 to go this time by. 2 to go this time by. 2 to go this time by. Whee! MSC Cruises. I'd love to go on a cruise. That would be fun. That would be fun. I want to be the very best, like no Red Bull second driver ever was. I have a lower rating than George Russell, but not for long. I lost about 1,500 ratings on my Focus, 1,500 rating points on my Focus rating last week, and that was awful. And I genuinely hated it. And yeah, that's a thing that has to be dealt with. Um, is the rating points because as you lose rating points, your rating can go down. You have to have a certain rating in order to keep your contract, and in order to keep your contract, obviously, you want to do things like keeping your contract, but you want to do things like win races, win pole positions, podium finishes help. Finishing last doesn't. Getting a bunch of penalties in a race doesn't help. And with that, there's a lot that you have to work on. But focus is one of the attributes that um, getting penalties is bad for, as well as not finishing well, not finishing the race, and losing 1,500 points in a single race weekend really sucked last week. As I go off track a little bit, but that's okay. We're coming to the white flag. All right, here we go. Coming to the white flag. We're coming to the white flag. Ooh, I have a bunch of notifications that I'm going to have to look at shortly, and potentially putting a first driver a second lap down. Should be interesting to see. I don't think I'm actually going to reach him. Yeah, no, I'm not going to reach him. Coming to the white flag, he's about what, 12? No, actually, I will reach him. I will reach him, and that's going to be kind of cool. I'll reach him, but I don't know if I'm going to pass him. Got about 8 seconds left on this lap, and then a minute and a half on the next. So I'm not within DRS range here, but if I get DRS in the next, oh, he's just really slow. I'll pass him. I'll end up passing him, and it's Liam freaking Lawson in the Visa Cash App Racing Bowl. Why is our sister team so shite? Why are you shite? You're horrible. This is genuinely horrible. I hate that. I hate that for the sister team. It's awful. It's awful. I hate it. Here we go. We might be able to get by Mayor. Who is the other Visa Cash App Racing Bull driver? You know what? Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to embarrass the second team. Get behind me. You can't even come in right behind me as I win the race. Scopo Latino's going to be right there. We're coming to the checkered flag in about half a minute. In about half a minute, we'll be at the checkered flag. Here we go. Letting it unfold naturally. Coming around. Sector 3 is short. Like 22 seconds short. That is a very short sector. These guys are coming up on starting their final lap of the race. Guys were 2 laps down, already actually started their final lap of the race. So if I pass Ocon here. Oh, Ocon's gotta go another lap. Driver of the day, Lando Norris. The driver of the day is Lando Norris. The driver of the day is Lando Norris. The driver of the day is Lando Norris. It's Lando Norris. It's Lando Norris. Lando Norris. Lando Norris. We love Lando Norris. Lando Norris. Steve's Lando Norris. Yeah, it's Lando Norris as hell. Ooh, Mamacita, yeah, you're loving Obamacare at the fire department. 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 Obamacare from the fire department. We love the fire department here. We love the fire department nowhere. Here is nowhere. Abolish the fire department. Ah, they forgot to move it. Now I'm looking at this. And I've got to move that there, and we'll see what happens next. We'll see what happens next. I've got to look at the standings. I really don't care. I am 19 points behind Charles Leclerc. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do with that. Probably not much, but it is what it is. But actually, I am going to go ahead and hop off in a few minutes, but I'm definitely going to get off of the game. Um, Pace plus focus plus 681. Overall rating up to 91. All right, I can handle that. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Do I don't care. 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 I gotta figure out why YouTube's um output looks weird. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, next is Saudi Arabia. Okay. Believe Saudi Arabia has a sprint. And I don't love that. Specialist, driver details, R&D, vehicle standings. Eh. Home. What other games could I potentially play that are on here? I think I'm going to go ahead and play an NBA 2K, a game of 2K. I'm not going to play a game of 2K. No, yeah, I will. Transfer game. What do I want to transfer? Select, move, free up space. Move selected, uninstall. That's fine. I'm keeping BG3. There's not enough storage on this game. It's ridiculous. What the fuck is all of that? I don't need NASCAR. What? When was I playing NASCAR Heat 5 Game Pass? Let's get really good on here. The rails are yours in Train Sim World 5. Okay, well, that's good to know. I don't know why. I'd like to try to set up my Switch for streaming, but unfortunately, right now my Switch is actually broken. I broke the Joy-Con, so I can't even play the Switch, which sucks because that means I missed Splatfest yesterday over the weekend, which really sucked because I wanted to play in Splatfest. Hades! I didn't know Hades was on Game Pass. I have it on Switch. Hogwarts Legacy. What? No, I'm not paying that. Hollow Knight, Silksong, Hollow Knight, Void Heart. Okay. Okay, both of them are things that I definitely wanted to play. Um, Lego Star Wars, Limbo, Madden 24. I can play with cloud gaming. Oh, sweet! I'm gonna just play a little bit of last year's Madden. 2 years ago's Madden. I'm gonna play 2 years ago Madden real quick. I don't know. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun and the sky. Press any button, pressing any button. We're not gonna play mud. I don't know what we're even gonna do here. I think I'm just gonna hop into franchise and see what the last thing I saved was. Get your reps in. Game time, baby. You got that dog in you. Time to call your number. Taking the field. Thanks, Madden. We play this while 2K's installing them. Franchise. I don't know what I did last time. Owner, Buffalo Bills. That I last played in February 25, which must have been when I got Madden 25. $959 million. Yeah, we're just gonna play the season game. We're gonna play offense only. I don't care about playing defense. I just want to pound the rock. Actually, I need to check something. Madden 24 achievements. Unlock, throwing dots, lockdown corner, changes here. Oh, looks like I have all of the ones that I would be interested in already, so damn. I like how this year they added to the achievements gaining the record for yards for passing and rushing. We're just gonna play a quick game here because this is obviously on I'm just gonna do halfback wham with James Cook, Barlow, Davis, Knox. Oh my God, Stephon Diggs was still on the team. Oh my God, this is horrible. Yeah, we're not gonna be streaming this much longer because what the fuck? No, I'm gonna go home. That was bad. I'd like to say thank you all for joining me on the stream. It was wonderful seeing everybody, and we will talk again soon. Thank you all.